Now, the issue is that we have a solar calendar. The sun is important, more important than the moon, if I may say. And
yeah. Wait, why? Why is it more important? Because we need it more.
yeah. Now, they're both integral.
Did they come to be at the same time?
Yeah. Those things are as old as time can be. The moon is not a piece of rock from the earth. Anyone who's telling you that is lying through their teeth. How could they ever prove that?
But some people say, I've talked to some interesting people, dude. That's why I gotta ask.
NASA's given people moon rocks that were proven to be frauds later.
Dude, it's such a joke. I agree with it's all lies from NASA. But my question is, some people say we've been there. We haven't been there.
No way.
We haven't gone. We're not going to Mars.
So
we're not going to Mars.
No.
No.
Can't go to Mars.
It's not. It's not real.
That is pure fantasy.
So,
pure fantasy.
I just always like to then what are we all doing with SpaceX and all these things?
It's a waste of money. They figured that out. NASA is one of the most profitable entities to have ever existed.
They make all this money. I found that out. They make like 80 million a day or something, 60 million.
The only thing I've ever seen out of NASA is like astronaut food that they hand out in classrooms.
Slave
what else
food,
are they doing?
Army food.
Slave food.
I'm trying to figure it out too, guys. Like, that's why it's good to have this open conversation.
You know, the NASA,
what it is. What are they doing?
NASA means deception in Hebrew. It means to lie, to deceive. Their symbol is the serpent's tongue.
Wow. Yeah, isn't that
every
red?
man that's ever been to the moon has been a Freemason.
The red symbol is the serpent's tongue, you're saying?
Yes, the red. I think vector, they call it. Dude. It's a serpent's tongue. Every space agency around the world has a serpent's tongue on their logo.
Space may be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement.
Yep. And
yeah. So NASA's all lies. Why did they start it? Werner von Braun started it, right?
They're good at building rockets. They build good rockets and good missiles and things like that. And so, number one, if we're just going average Joe interpretation, I would say there's a space race. There was a weapons race, a nuclear arms race. There's
to own the space
between the West and the East. You know,
the space we're in. Interesting. That's what these crafts are.
Well, it's the Soviets and the Americans and NATO vying for power, and in the minds of the people, power for the world. And back then, people were very gullible. It was like telling someone thousands of years ago, "Oh, the gods are up there in the heavens, doing all the fighting and all this stuff." And it's the same. Wow. So, just real quick, do you think older people are typically wiser? Just a little bit. No, not a trick question, right?
Yeah.
So the oldest person there's ever been in America recorded, his name is Charlie Smith. He was about 137.
Wow.
Around there when he died.
Oh my goodness.
Minimum verifiable age, he was 105. So 100, people have brought into question, was he actually that old? But nonetheless, when he was alive, he was the richest. Sorry, not richest. Maybe the richest.
Dude.
But he was the oldest man in American history recorded, right?
Yeah.
And Florida recognized him as such. They were paying him Social Security reflecting that. And he was invited to the Apollo launch, one of the later ones. Well, I think the last one, actually. One of the only ones that ever had a malfunction. And I think it was the only nighttime launch. But they invited him.
To be in the spaceship? No, okay, I was going to say.
No.
Okay.
137.
Sorry.
They invited him to basically commentate as the oldest person alive on the earth. They invited him to witness what humanity's doing in your lifetime. Then he shows up, and they launch the rocket, and they ask him, "What do you think?" And he goes, "They ain't going to no moon. Ain't no man can't land on no moon."
He said that.
Oh yeah, he said that.
Yeah.
He had been born before the indoctrination.
We're in the garden. It's existential.